Hiya folks, it's Kikoski here and welcome back to Let's Play Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. And we lost! We left off after doing some stuff in Algiers. We're here in Monte Carlo, seeking Alan Trottier. Sophia hopes that he still has one of the stones we need to get into Atlantis. The Sunstone. Unfortunately, Indy's having a hard time finding him, and even once we do find him, we have to get him through a seance. Now, Indy would say that Sophia is pulling the wool over his eyes, but Sophia believes she is truly psychic, in connection with Nurab Sal. So she'll use her psychic powers to persuade him to hand over the Sunstone. Presuming, of course, everything goes as planned. It very well might not. Now, we know who Trottier is. It's that man there. So, let's have a chat with him and see if the things he's going to say this time around are any different. There you are.
Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir.
Are you Alan Trottier?
Oh, perhaps. Who's asking?
That would be me. Indiana Jones of Barnet College.
I'm Dr. Indiana Jones of Barnet College.
Jones. I believe I've heard of you. Yes, of course, the famous archaeologist.
No, not famous, just me.
Actually, I'm just a simple professor.
Oh, leave the modesty to me, sir. Alan Trottier. Amateur scholar, part-time poet, professional dreamer. My horoscope told me to find a new path through life tonight. And here I bump into you. What good fortune.
Okay, this time he said that it's his horoscope. So, let's make a note of that. It's going to be important. Let's present the option of having a seance with Sophia.
Madam Sophia's in town and wants to meet you.
Really? The great psychic? Oh, no wonder I felt restless tonight. Still, one must be cautious. I fear that German agents are on my trail. To prove you are not one of them, answer me this. When were the many freaks of nature created?
The fact that he gave a different statement there, instead of mentioning fakers, tells me that the randomness for what Alan Trottier says is determined either when you say hello to him for the first time, or when you first go to Monte Carlo. Either way, I'm going to make a note of that, and the question this time, I believe the answer is when the celestial spheres were well aligned.
When the celestial spheres were well aligned.
Yes, excellent. Obviously, you know Plato's Lost Dialogue well. How can I help you?
Well, you can help me by coming to see Sophia.
Follow me and Madam Sophia will read your fortune.
Oh, this is a big step. I'm not sure.
Take a chance, good sir. We really need that Sunstone.
Come on, take a chance. She's right here in the hotel.
Well, I do need to know the truth. Is Atlantis real or a mere myth? So I'll do it. Please lead the way.
And this time, he said truth and not money. So hopefully things go better this time round.
Have a seat, Monsieur Trottier.
Alright, are you ready, Sophia?
Is he here?
Am I saving? The answer is yes, because there is another way that you can do this. There's another way that you can do this. So, I'm going to save, and we're going to hope that the seance method works. All yours, Sophia.
Okay, Trottier's all yours.
Oh, Monsieur Trottier, I am so pleased to meet such an expert antiquarian at long last.
Madame flatters me. It is I who am pleased to meet you.
Now then.
Last time we messed things up by not being demanding enough. We selected this option. This time, we're going with this one.
Nurab Sal demands proof of your sincere belief.
Well, I have this stone key from the lost city. It should prove my worth to Monsieur Sal.
Excellent.
Very good indeed. Now let's begin our communion with that great spirit.
One moment, madame. We've never met before. You could be an imposter. If you really have psychic powers, tell me. Why was I taking a stroll when I first met Dr. Jones?
How should I know?
Read my mind, or read Dr. Jones' minds if you prefer. I told him everything.
Let me think.
This is incredibly clever, because it justifies Sophia using knowledge that she wouldn't have, if, of course, she isn't psychic. If she is psychic, she can just read Trottier's mind or Indy's mind. But him saying that gives us the justification for using that information that we got in the previous scene. There's a little bit of writing. Now, we know the answer. The answer is that his horoscope told him to. Last time it wasn't that.
Your horoscope told you to.
Very inspirational. What is my greatest fear?
We know this too. It's this one. Last time, it was fakers, but we didn't get the opportunity to select this.
You fear Nazi agents.
Very inspirational. What is my greatest need?
Your greatest need is the truth. You want to know, just like we do, if Atlantis is real.
You need the truth.
Ah, most interesting. Now then, how many fingers am I holding up behind my back?
What kind of stupid question is that? The answer depends on pure chance.
Not if you're truly psychic. Don't worry, I won't cheat. How many fingers?
Well, all I can do is try a wild guess.
You know he's right there, Sophia. You shouldn't say that so loud. But here we have a 1 in 5. Or a 1 in 1 if I save. You wouldn't normally be able to save, but Scum VM, here to the rescue. Right, let's start with 3. Hopefully, you'll tell us if we got it right, because we could have got any of the previous steps wrong, which would make this completely irrelevant.
3.
I am very disappointed, madame. You have failed my little test.
Darn it! Ah well, I imagine we could say excuse me for a moment and start again, but I'm going to do a different method, and that is loading the game. So, 3 didn't work. What about 4?
4.
I am very disappointed, madame. You have failed my little test.
Well, that didn't work. What about 5? One of these is bound to be right.
5.
I am very disappointed, madame. You have failed my little test.
Or none of them might be right. Well, let's load up. And go with 2.
2.
I am very disappointed, madame. You have failed my little test.
Well, it must be 1 then.
1.
I am very disappointed, madame. You have failed my little test.
Oh, it's different every single time. So we just have to select one option over and over and over again until we randomly get the 1 in 5. That's not the best ending to this puzzle. But now I know how it works. All we need to do is keep selecting 1 until he says that we're correct.
1.
I am very disappointed, madame.
And I'm very disappointed that the odds weren't in our favour. So, let's try again.
1.
I am very disappointed, madame.
Darn it! Okay. Once more. Come on, we could get it right. It's a good thing neither Sophia nor Indy know that I'm rewinding time constantly.
1.
I am very disappointed, madame.
I'm very disappointed that I have to load up again.
1.
I am very disappointed, madame.
Alright, let's go again. Come on, this time.
1.
Amazing! You must have truly read my mind. Now, what words of wisdom can you offer to guide me?
That I did, Trottier. I read your mind. Ooh. Which one of these do I want to pick? Probably this one.
Wise men know that dreaming is better than doing.
Of course! At last I understand. Please take my stone key as a reward for your profound advice. Au revoir.
Excellent.
Nice work, Sophia. Now I'm taking control of this team.
And there we go.
Looks like we have one of the 3 stones. Let's hope we can find a way to use it.
I'll bet Trottier got it from Aljabar. Those two do a lot of business together. Let's head for North Africa and find out if I'm right.
Fine, I'll hail a cab while you get changed.
And there we go! One Atlantean artifact and something we can show to Aljabar. Let's look at it.
It's a stone disc with solar images carved into it.
That looks fairly Atlantean. Now, I'm going to talk to you and see if you have any dialogue.
Listen,
Well, we got what we came for. Let's head for North Africa.
Fair
fine,
enough.
I'll hail a cab while you get changed.
Fair enough. Right. Now I'm going to save because I want to try another route. So, game saved. Let's load. And we'll load to here. Let's try this first.
Are you sure this is gonna work?
Just you watch.
Okay, that has you starting a seance. If I load up here, though, and select this,
Keep him busy. I'm gonna try something.
All right then. Give me a minute while I set him up.
we'll be in control of Indy.
Ah, Monsieur Trottier, I am so pleased to meet such an expert antiquarian at long last.
Madame flatters me. It is I who am pleased to meet you.
Now then, I need a token of power to set the mood.
Well, I have this stone key. I truly believe it is from the lost city.
Very good indeed. Now we can begin.
Okay, now
I sense the presence of Nurab
Now
Sal
we
nearby.
are in control of
Open to
Indy.
my eyes.
We can look at Sophia, look at Trottier.
I don't want to disturb Sophia's concentration.
Okay, let's look around.
Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I love this.
There's a flashlight in here.
Ooh, I want that.
I sense the presence of Nurab Sal
Let's
nearby.
take that.
I can't pick that
Oh.
up.
Can't pick up the cabinet. We could open the cabinet.
Stone unturned.
And then we can take the thing. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, flashlight acquired. Let's look at that.
It's a flashlight.
Now we have the fuse box
Find my spirit guide.
and the bedspread.
Leave no stone unturned.
Let's look at this.
There must be a sheet under here.
Am I take? Oh, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm surprised Trottier hasn't noticed what we're doing.
It's a bed sheet.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn out the lights and I'm going to pretend to be Nurab Sal, aren't I? Yes, I am.
It's a fuse box.
Okay, we're going to open the fuse box. We're going to use
Now
the bed.
is not the time.
Ah, now is not the
Sense
time.
presence of Nurab Sal
But I
nearby.
bet it will be in a moment.
Let's move on.
I don't think that'll work.
Oh, won't it?
A stitch in time.
A stitch in time? What if we...
I'm
Hold on.
sorry, but Nurab Sal refuses to manifest himself.
Well, madame, I have seen enough. Au revoir.
Ooh, we were not fast enough, were we? We were not fast enough.
I thought you were going to try something.
Yeah, I kinda didn't do it in time. I was too busy looking around.
I forgot what I was gonna do.
Well, let's try again, and this time, try to be useful.
Okay, I messed up there. It's alright. Now I know what I'm doing. Now I know what I'm doing. So, we'll do this. I want to pull on that switch. I know what I need to do.
Keep him busy. I'm gonna try something.
All right then. Give me a minute while I set him up.
It was good to hear the blah 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 though.
Ah, Monsieur Trottier, I am so pleased to meet such an expert antiquarian at long last.
Madame flatters me. It is I who am pleased to meet you.
Now then, I need a token of power to set the mood.
Well, I have this stone key. I truly believe it is from the lost city.
Very good indeed. Now we can begin.
I note that her necklace sparkled there.
The presence of Nurab Sal nearby.
So we'll get that.
Now is not the time.
We'll open this.
No stone unturned.
We'll pick this up. We'll open this. Pull the switch.
The lights. What happened to the lights?
I think Nurab Sal is trying to signal us.
How mysterious! Bed sheet, and then flashlight! Woo!
Is he trying to scare me by wearing that sheet on his head?
Dr. Jones, if you please.
Oh. Now the mask we could use. Aha!
Oh, I feel the presence of Nurab Thal approaching us.
There we go.
Ooh. Aye.
And off he runs!
Well done, Indy.
I don't know which series of events I like better.
Looks like we have one of the 3 stones. Let's hope we can find a way to use it.
I'll bet Trottier got it from Aljabar. Those two do a lot of business together. Let's head for North Africa and find out if I'm right.
Fine, I'll hail a cab while you get changed.
This version of events gets us the flashlight and the bedsheet, though I doubt we're going to need these long term. But still, good to show that off. So I'm going to load up, because I want to have the series of events where Sophia gets things right, even though that was hilarious. So, load game. I suppose I could take the bedsheet? Oh,
Now is not the time.
the game will just let me take it. Cool. Hopefully Sophia doesn't get charged for what we're taking. So there we go. I could open this and turn off the lights. Let's do that. Let's see what happens.
I can't move it.
Right, let's pull this. Here we go. Excellent. It's spoopy now. I don't think Sophia cares. Well, let's leave and...
I don't think that'll work.
Ah, we gotta open the door. Can't use it.
I better put the flashlight back. I
Yeah.
better put the sheet back.
Ah, so we can't take those. That's some clever programming. Right, let's go out. And let's get into the taxi.
Wait for me!
We were going to. You know what we're also going to do? That's right. Travel by map! Ha ha! Okay. Sunstone in hand, we can now prove to Aljabar that we're serious about Atlantis. Let's hope this doesn't get stolen from us. It's probably going to get stolen from us at some point. Hello. You wouldn't believe the amount of effort we went to get this. Ooh, I can't use it on you, but I can give it to you.
Excuse me. I think this may interest you.
Ah. It is said that 3 stone discs were needed to open the gates of Atlantis. This looks like one of them. A sunstone, if I'm not mistaken, Dr. Jones.
How do you know who I am?
Yeah, how?
My dear Miss Hapgood, when you're Omar Aljabar, you know these things.
Then you are Aljabar.
Yes, a lowly dealer in oddities and trinkets at your service.
Let's get down to business, shall we? What do you know about Atlantis?
Yes, tell us.
Well, somewhere deep in the Atlas Mountains, there's an archaeological dig site. I'm convinced it contains the remains of an Atlantean outpost.
Well, that's a lead. But how do you know this? How do you know it's Atlantean?
What makes you so sure it's Atlantean?
From time to time, scoundrels appear in my shop to trade pieces they stole there. The designs are unmistakable.
Do you have any of those on you? Probably not.
Whose dig is it?
Europeans, Germans, I believe.
Where is it exactly?
I'm not exactly sure. I've learned enough to make a rough map, but it's very rough. The problem is, the desert is no place for a civilized man like myself.
We'll go.
We will?
I admire your courage, but you'll never survive the desert. Give up while you still have your lives ahead of you.
I don't think we're gonna give up. We could say, okay, we give up. You know what? I have the option. I'm gonna save, and I'm going to try that. So, sure, we'll just throw in the towel.
Okay, we give up.
A very sensible decision, Dr. Jones. Let Atlantis lie undisturbed, wherever it may be.
Okay, that didn't get us anywhere. Didn't think it would. Indy would never give up anyway.
We'll never give up.
Well then, let it be as God wills it. Come, I'll lend you my map. And a couple of sturdy camels.
Camels? I wonder if there was another way to get to the site. Probably using the hot air balloon. A few minutes later. Off he goes back to his shop. A few hours later. Oh, I don't think we got very far, did we?
You've returned alive. Tell me, how was your trip?
I think this one's probably what's most accurate.
Okay, except our camels died a mile out of town.
A terrible shame. Those were my last 2 camels. Perhaps I can make amends in some small way. Do you still have that mask I gave you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I've got it right here. Why do you ask?
I'd like to trade you for it.
Oh.
What'll you give me?
That depends. Do you have anything in mind?
Make an offer.
Well, how about this baseball? It's been autographed by your country's Lou Gehrig.
Sure.
I'll take it.
You've made a good exchange, Effendi.
Excellent. We now have a baseball.
Hey, this hasn't been signed by Lou Gehrig. It's some guy named Ron Gilbert.
It's completely worthless now. Darn it, we've been swindled.
The only mark on this map is one big X.
That's not gonna help us. Well, what do we do now, Sophia?
Sophia.
We can talk later. Let's do something.
Okay. We will do something. And that'll be leave it for next time. For when we come back, folks, we have a baseball. I don't think his baseball's gonna help us that much. But maybe we can trade that for something else in a bit. Maybe we can. I have an idea. And it's all gonna lead towards getting a squab. But that'll be for next time. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe if you're not. And if you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.